Cancer. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you noticed how lately you're reacting differently to things that used to overwhelm you? You're not taking everything personally. You're not bending just to keep peace. You're analyzing, observing, and responding with more clarity than before. This shift isn't random. It's the beginning of a phase where you stop operating from fear and start operating from strength. You're stepping into a version of yourself that isn't afraid to choose what actually supports you. And now, it's Aira, and this is a collective, timeless reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Your personal 2026 forecast is open for $155 if you want a detailed breakdown of your relationships, career, finances, and spiritual path next year. And if this reading supports you, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe so more people find these messages. Let's see what's entering your life right now, Cancer. The first energy is the Queen of Cups, showing your emotional intelligence rising to a new level. The first shift here is emotional clarity. You finally understand what you feel and why. You're not getting pulled into emotional chaos the way you used to. You're able to pinpoint what drains you and what nourishes you. There's a sense of emotional maturity settling in. The second layer is emotional self-trust. Instead of doubting your intuition or looking for validation, you begin relying on that inner voice again. You feel more connected to yourself and less dependent on outside reassurance. Your instincts become sharper. The third layer shows you holding space for yourself, not just others. You stop sacrificing your energy out of guilt or fear. You start giving compassion to your own needs, not only to everyone else's. This changes your relationships completely. And the fourth layer is emotional magnetism. People feel drawn to you because you're calmer, grounded, and more centered. You become someone others look to for guidance, even if you don't realize it. The next energy entering your life is the Eight of Wands. The first shift is speed. Something that was stuck finally begins moving. You see progress in conversations, plans, or decisions that felt delayed for months. The second layer is communication. Expect messages, invitations, or important conversations to come in unexpectedly. You won't have to chase clarity. It comes to you on its own now. The third layer shows fresh momentum in your goals. You suddenly have the motivation you've been missing. Your energy returns. The fog lifts. You feel ready to act. And the fourth layer shows external movement matching your internal growth. When you shift internally, life rushes to catch up with you. That's what's happening here. The next energy is the Ace of Pentacles. The first shift here is financial opportunity. A new stream of income, a job opening, or a practical offer begins making its way toward you. It may come through a connection or something you've been quietly working on. The second layer is foundation building. You start focusing on stability instead of emotional survival mode. You're thinking long-term now, not just about short fixes. The third layer is tangible progress. Something becomes real. Paperwork, money, commitment, or a new beginning that is grounded and reliable. This isn't a dream, it's something you can build with. And the fourth layer shows long-term potential. What begins now has the power to support you well into 2025 and beyond if you nurture it. The next energy entering is the Page of Cups. The first shift is softness, returning to your emotional world. You feel more open to connection, not guarded or defensive. There is curiosity in your interactions again. The second layer is emotional expression. Someone may share something with you. An apology, a compliment, a confession, or a gentle gesture that melts some emotional tension inside you. The third layer is creative renewal. You feel inspired again, maybe to write, create, plan, or dream. Your imagination flows without the fear of disappointment. And the fourth layer shows new emotional opportunities forming. Someone's energy feels refreshing, genuine, and uncomplicated. It brings lightness into your world. The next energy entering is the Six of Pentacles. The first shift is receiving more support. You're no longer the only giver. People offer help, resources, and assistance without you having to ask. The second layer is financial balance improving. You may clear a small debt, manage money more effectively, or receive something that takes pressure off your shoulders. The third layer shows fairness returning. Whatever you've been giving, emotionally, spiritually, financially, begins flowing back to you in a healthy way. And the fourth layer is equal partnership. Someone meets you halfway instead of making you carry the emotional or practical load alone. The next card showing up is the Chariot. The first shift is direction. You finally know what you're moving toward. The confusion that held you still begins fading. The second layer is confidence. You make decisions faster. You trust yourself more. You don't second-guess every move. You understand that forward motion doesn't require perfect clarity, just aligned action. The third layer shows discipline strengthening. You stay consistent even when emotions fluctuate. You don't get derailed as easily as before. And the fourth layer is victory. You push through something that once felt impossible. This is a breakthrough moment. The seventh energy is the Two of Wands. The first shift is planning. You begin exploring new options, career paths, locations, opportunities, or relationship directions. The second layer is expansion. Your life starts widening beyond your current routine. You feel drawn towards something bigger, something that aligns with your next level. The third layer shows you stepping out of hesitation. You're no longer stuck between comfort and growth. You're choosing movement. And the fourth layer is preparation. You are setting the groundwork for something major in early 2025. The final energy entering your life is the Wheel of Fortune. The first shift is timing, shifting in your favor. Something that wasn't working suddenly aligns effortlessly. The second layer is release. You drop a heavy emotional pattern, overthinking, guilt, or attachment to something that doesn't serve you anymore. The third layer is opportunity. Something unexpected opens up. A lucky break, a sudden turn, a new direction. And the fourth layer is elevation. You rise out of a cycle you've been stuck in for years. This is your upward movement, your affirmation. I allow aligned opportunities, supportive energy, and emotionally healthy connections to flow into my life with ease.